Hi, good afternoon. I have quite a few email people that I have to respond to, so I am going to address, I don't know, maybe 10 of them right now. I just want to put this out there too. It's come to my attention. So many people are, of course, skeptics. They are wondering, how does she read people who, one, aren't present, two, are across the country, three, she doesn't know who they really are. So she must be looking their information up. She must be finding out who they are and then reading them. And I just want to express how wrong all of that is. This is a gift that I have that I have been given from God. And I have shown people many times, there's nothing around me. There's nothing anywhere around me that I am looking up information on. And first of all, I don't have the time to do that. And second of all, why would I do that? That would be the stupidest thing ever, given that I do this in person with hundreds of people all the time. And I can't sit there and look everyone up. So I just want people to realize that this is not a hoax and it's not a joke. It's very serious, at least to me. So take it as you will. And I hope it does continue to pique interest, but I'm going to read these people that have emailed me. They've been waiting and waiting and waiting. So I have to pull up, let me see. Nope, this is the wrong email box. Let's go here. So yes, when people email me or message me, I do get back to everyone as best I can. So I'm just going to pull up some email names here. Atai Jordan, I believe. I don't know, that's at least the email. Well, let's see. Yep, Tyrone Jordan. Okay. So this one is for you. Hi, Anna. Hi, Melissa. How are you guys? I will, if something comes through for somebody in chat, I will definitely get you guys too, but I'm going to just touch on a couple of these people really quick that I have these waiting emails for. Hi, Marianne. Okay. Well, let's see here. So we've got a Tyrone Jordan. So let's just find him very quickly. Find him, meaning like nothing. See, I'm just, I have to look off camera to do it. I can't stare at the camera to do it. So Tyrone Jordan. So Tyrone, for you, the first thing that your guides are showing is that you are walking up a narrow hill and you're kind of struggling a little bit. You're trying to catch your breath. You're in jeans and hiking boots. You're in just a long, like a Henley kind of a shirt, long sleeve. It's green and it's fitted. And every now and then you kind of stop and you grab the tree next to you and you're like kind of bent over catching your breath. So this must be a difficult walk. It must be a steep hill. So I can see that from my perspective behind you is that there is a clearing at the top. So you must be either reaching the top or reaching an area where you'll be able to see clearly or see further. And so Tyrone, for you, what you need to understand is that this walk, being that it's a narrow path and it's upward, it's just like walking through the forest. It's a little darker. The canopy lets in a little bit of a green hue to the light. It's very earthly. And it basically is what it's telling me is that this walk that you're on, you have to stop focusing on the earthly things. And you need, hi Amber, you need to really focus on not just the people and the situations around you. You're getting lost in all of the earthly things. Spirit is obviously saying, I need you to take this narrow walk with me and I need you to figure out who you are and what you're doing and stop putting everything on earth, like you're trying to give everything a reason and justify everything. And what Spirit is telling me to tell you is you need to stop that. You need to rely on him. You need to focus on that little voice that's coming through. And your grandmother, apparently I'm supposed to smack you because she's a tinier woman and she wants me to wake you up. And she's saying, Tyrone, what have I told you? And she doesn't point her finger. She curls her finger when she talks to you. And she does this because she doesn't want to point. She doesn't want to put that energy at you. So she is really trying to wake you up as well. So this narrow path, this is a spiritual path, and you're being pressed. You're feeling the pressure based on what Spirit is putting you through. The boots represent something external to you, a feeling of such a person or a situation that you perceive as something that's holding you back. And so you need to realize that you have it within you to make all the changes around you. You already know what they are, and you know what you have to straighten out and make right. You know what you have to let go. So stop fighting it and stop trying to figure out and make more sense out of something. It's really just right in front of you. So for you then, and I'm sorry too, Tyrone, when I get emails from people, I don't read them. I don't want to know what a person has questions about, and I don't want to know what they're asking me. I just get in there. I see the name. I put mark unread so that I know that I have to go back and read that person. So forgive me if I'm not answering what you are asking, but for you, this is all about you, like, finally reaching a point where you see clearly. And that means also ignoring the people around you and not allowing them to tell you or guide you where you're going. It's really about you and spirit, you and God. So I hope this helps you, Tyrone. Okay. So let's delete that. Let's go to the next one, who would be a Kobe. Let's see. Vince Moore. All right. So Vince Moore, this one is for you. I'm going to mark this too. Vince Moore. What time? I don't even know what the, 6:18. Okay. Marker. So then he knows where he's at. Okay. So Vince, let's take a peek at you. Where are you at? Ah. All right. So Vince, interesting enough, you're kind of hanging from a hot air balloon. Like, basket is there. Everything is there to keep you in place. But you're like dangling from the rope, and it's high. You know, these are part of my nightmares, is that I'm up somewhere and I get brought through electrical wires. So I'm feeling this like, whoa, this is kind of scary. This is kind of nerve-wracking watching this. Now you're a bigger guy from what I can see. I would think that you would pose an issue to the balloon, you know, by imbalancing it or actually pulling it lower. But then I guess maybe if you're in the cart anyway, you would do the same thing. So it's beautiful out. It's very sunny out, but this balloon is running away with you. It is taking you away. And so looking at you, I don't even think you're that high off the ground, but I wouldn't jump from there. And jeans and sneakers and a t-shirt. Okay, so as I'm watching this all happen, you have, it looks like you like go and you pull a needle out of your mouth. And I'm looking at this going, this is not going to end well. This is not a good deal. Okay, so first off, what that is saying is that you're going through a situation right now where you feel out of control, where you may have thought initially that the resources would have been there, that everything would have been within your control. And I say control lightly because control is basically just a feeling that we have that things are going our way. And so you would have gotten into a situation where maybe you got a little over your head, meaning you may have gotten either a little cocky or maybe a little egotistical. Maybe you thought too highly of yourself in this situation. And so you, looks like you kind of fell overboard. However, Spirit provided this awesome rope for you to hang on to. So this would be kind of a point where you might be eating crow, where you might be having to deal with something where somebody might really want to sit there and go, I told you so, I told you so, but they're not. And so you, instead of just allowing Spirit or like allowing God to teach you this lesson of humility, you pull out of your mouth this pin. You can't do that. You cannot pop this balloon. You're going down hard. Okay, so what this lesson entails is this. You're asking for something. You're asking God for your help and guidance and to get you through a situation that you seem to have placed yourself within. So you need to accept responsibility for what your signature is on right now, good and bad. But now you have to allow God to work you through it. You can't go trying to fix this yourself. You can't just say, I'm going to end this bad thing right now by doing it this way. You can't, because you're going to put yourself in further and deeper, and you're going to it's going to damage you. It's going to hurt you. So you have to kind of hang on for dear life. And it's basically, God is saying, I have not forsaken you. I gave you a basket to sit in. I gave you the basket. You jumped out of it. but I'm still here. I'm helping you. And so that's really what's happening here. This is a situation that you can't handle on your own, Vince. And what it's saying is, please come to me and let me tie your shoes. Let me do this for you. You're my kid. You're my son. I want to help you. Let me help you. Stop being so obstinate and hard-headed and strong. Just let me help you as a father helps a child. So Vince, that's for you. So I hope that makes a little sense to you. Who's here? So hi, Jennifer. Hi, Diane. Hi, Stacy, Lisa, Katie. Okay. Wumdi, hello. How are you? I know I spoke to you on the phone the other night with JB. I'm glad you guys got through. Katie McGraw, let me know about my future with my hip surgery upcoming. Katie, from what I can see, this feels more like on the right side. And the only thing that I'm seeing that might have any kind of issue around this is like nerve pain or having to deal with that difficulty that somebody with a pinched nerve or sciatica would have. So there is this tenderness down my right butt cheek that goes all the way down. And this looks like the right side might be the one that is going to take the longest to heal. But it's funny because a lot of times we get in our head, at least I do, and I picture everything moving and crunching, and it gives me the heebie-jeebies. So I get in my own head and I screw up my own healing. But so that is really it. I don't see any issues with that. Make sure you're not on any blood thinners, no blood thinners, nothing, no aspirin, no ibuprofen, no NSAIDs at all. And because I'm not sure if you bruise easily or if you have low potassium or what, but make sure that there's no bleeding issues as well. Those are the only two things that come to mind. But other than that, I think you're going to be fine, Katie. Just go where you can after the surgery. Do what you can, and don't let your head tell you that you're screwed up or you can't or things are too sore or whatever. Hi, Doug. Again, Doug, I don't think you work. I think you're a big fat liar. All right, so let me go back to my emails here. The next person I have here is a John Pop. Look at all these men. See, these men, they write in. They try so hard to get through. So, John, this is for you. Let me write John Pop. And you're at 1218, John. So let's take a peek here. Yeah. Okay, Doug. Sure. Let me pull my hair back real quick. So yeah. So, and then also know that on Friday, the September 14th at 9, between 9 and 11 Central Standard Time, I'm doing a full gallery for all people in the chat. So 9 to 11 on Friday, Central Standard. So get on, and then I read as many people as I can that night. So this is just me trying to follow up and catch up with people. Okay. So John Pop, let's take a peek at you, John. Well, this is weird because I'm not sure if it's spiritual or if it's health related. So the one thing that comes through for you right away, John, is my throat. Like my throat comes in and I'm not sure if I'm sick or if I'm being choked. If somebody wants to acknowledge something to me that I am having difficulty breathing, and it seems like my throat is clenched. And it's like, it is pushing my throat back to where I can feel it towards the back of my throat. So somehow or another, I'm having difficulty breathing. I'm either choking or I'm constricted in that manner. I'm upstairs, and now the noises are going to start up here now. Did you hear that? Yes, Daniel. It's coming from the basement up through the floor where the window opened the last time I did the gallery reading. This is why I don't do readings in my house. Yeah. Okay, do it again. Make the sound again. No, I'm the only one home. I haven't run any water. There's no water running at all. I do have a lot of friends. That's so funny. All right, whatever. I'm going to keep on reading. I know you're there. I have. Hi, Andrea. How are you? It's good to see you too. You know what? Hold on. Let me close this. Maybe this will make it better to see me too. I just realized how bright it is behind me. Okay, John. So, wow, that was so funny. That's so cool. All right. So, John. Let's take a peek at John. I think it's that kid in the basement because the energy's all over now. Just a weird energy now. Hey, you know what? Maybe we'll go downstairs. Maybe I'll take you all downstairs with me. And we'll just, I have coffee left. Okay. So let's go downstairs. I'll take you guys with me. Let's turn off some lights up here. All right. Oh, don't hold on. I gotta put my coffee down. All right. Let's go downstairs. Blah. Hold on. And we'll leave it off. All right. Don't trip and fall, Rebecca. All right. Where are you at? All right, now you guys will be able to see me. Okay. All right. Apparently just want some friends down here. Okay. Okay, John, I'm going to read you now. So let's take a peek. All right. So, John, for you, there is this energy that is, you're standing on your beach, which shows that you're in control of things. Okay. So it's like a feeling of control or just it's not so much control. I think I was saying that before. It's that everything is going your way. But the fact that you're on your beach, you're kind of just standing there kicking the rocks. So there is a question as where do I go next? Where am I going? What am I going to do next? And there's just a lack of knowledge of or feeling a lack of. Now my cat's reacting. I love it. So cool. And it's cool because sometimes my recorder will pick up everything that I'm not hearing down here. So there is this desire to figure out where do I go? Where do I go from here? But complacency. And it's funny because watching you, you're more or less like, I want to be on my beach. I want to be secure. I want to be safe, but I don't know where I want to take my energy or what I want to do. I don't know if I want to start off something brand new and go off and make a fresh start of things. And it's kind of like that day when it's a beautiful day out and you're tired and you don't want to do anything, but you're bored and you don't know what to do. It's that kind of a feeling. Like you just want to lay around and just not think about anything. That is kind of where you're at. And I would say enjoy this moment. Don't try to force anything to happen right now, John. Just allow yourself to ride through this nothingness or this wave of limbo, maybe is the best way to put it. Just allow it to happen and sit back and do nothing. Because it doesn't look like there's a reason for you to rush into anything either. It doesn't look like there's a reason for you to really, yeah, it's interesting. Let me run through these real quick. Good, Katie, it's on your right side. Yeah, it'll just, I don't think any issue. I think you're really going to go in quickly. If I see something, I'll let it come through. Like, that is so funny. They did, Daniel. They knocked. Okay. Yeah, live ghost hunt. No, I probably should sometime. I should just set this up and then bring all of my stuff down and communicate. But I really don't want to communicate and draw attention to my home, because then I'll have all sorts of things in here other than this child that probably followed my son and I from Ashmore. Okay, so where was I? And now my phone is going bajonks. Badonkadonk. So the next one is Sam. Is this? Okay, I believe this is another reading. Sam Seagal. So I'm going to write Sam. Anna, I hope it is not the boy who had the glasses on, because I'd really like to see him again at Ashmore. I think this is, I'm not sure though. I think this is a younger child. So Sam. Okay, so Sam, for you, I'd read Sam on the show the other night, and so he was writing me to have me finish that. So I do know that. I'm going to put that disclaimer out there. So Sam, for you, all right, first off, what your guides want me to tell you is we each have our own path, and we each have to walk that. Sometimes someone becomes, what's the word? They become like, they suffocate you. You know, they're in your way. They want to know what you're doing. They want to do everything with you. They want to hold your hand everywhere. They want to kiss you and I don't get into that. You know what? I'm good. You don't need to smother me in any way. That kind of a thing. I don't like that. I don't want to look or be smothered. And so what they're telling you is that we each have our own path. And right now, yours is paralleling this other individual. And so you've stopped walking. That's the thing, is you're on your path and you've stopped walking. She has continued walking. And I heard this behind me. So you've stopped, and probably because you're contemplating everything that's going on. And if I wait here for her, maybe she'll come back. But the thing is once a person walks on, we really don't have the option to turn around and go back in a pathway. We can't. We don't have that ability. What has been is it is. So what you need to do is continue moving forward with your life. You can't stop and wait where something was good and then hope for it to be that way again, because it never will be. Because as she walks, she's going to mentally, spiritually, chemically change with all of the steps that she takes. And she's going to grow, and you're still going to be Sam standing back here. So what you need to figure out is, how do I, with her energy gone, what do I do to improve me? Where do I fill her into me? Like where she took her energy from, where do I fill that in with me? How do I do that? What do I like to do? Do I like to read books? Do I like food? Do I like carnivals? Do I like rodeo? Like, what do I do? Go do those things and do them on your own and have fun doing them, finding out that who you are is fun to be with. And then as you're continuing on your track, if she decides that was my cat. If she decides that that you are something that she decides that she wants again in the future, no, you're not the same old Sam. You are now somebody who has evolved as well. And you may get to a point where it's like, you know what? I have evolved. And although you have grown as well, maybe we're not right for each other at this point. And that's what happens when you walk your own path. That's what's supposed to happen. But when you get on, I don't think she will at this point ever let you smother her or get onto her path. She's just not gonna, she'll run if you try to do that. So what you need to do is focus on you. And once you focus on you, if it's meant to be with her and your paths meet again, then that's fine. But don't try to make anything else of it. Yeah, make sure that you're doing your own thing for you. That's what matters. Okay, Sam, that was for Sam Segal. The next is Jill Reeser. Okay, Jill. Let me put you down here. Jill Reeser, 2537. Okay. Jill. Okay, so Jill, the first place that your guides put you is interesting. I have to make out what that is. It almost looks like a pit of mud, like a cup of mud. And you're sitting down in it with like your legs drawn up and you're kind of sitting like this and you're looking up and it's really not that far. You could probably climb out of it, but you've put yourself down into this little pit. I can't back away to see where the pit is exactly. Maybe they'll let me see it, but you have shoes on, what looks like capri pants, a top, a sweater. So you're trying to protect yourself at the same time. And you, somebody's trying to pull my hair. It's all good. It's all good. So if you, the fact that you're tall enough to get out of this pit means that there are choices that you can make to make things better. There are choices that you can make that will improve not only your perspective, but your actual situations. And so you're going to have to consciously make decisions and choose and decide and use your free will to make these things happen. And it's not like, we can just look up and go, hey, God, I really wanted to spend this much money this month, so just send it to me, because it doesn't work like that. But when you are desperately in need of something and you pray for something with your heart, he always finds a way to make that miracle happen. So there are differences, but this looks like it's, this one is on you, and that you need to take the reins here. This horse is taking off and you're going to have to grab the reins and control it. So it comes down to you. And you've got these sandals on, so there is a perspective of feeling like you're held back, or feeling that someone or something is preventing you from doing things or moving you forward. That may be the case. However, you have to look at, okay, if this is the situation, if this is what I have to deal with, how do I improve this? How do I make this better? So it's the same thing as if they hand you lemons, make lemonade. It's that kind of a thing. It's figuring out the best scenario to what you are dealt, regardless of what it is, figuring it out. So there's that. And I can't help you out of there. I can't pull you out of that, because sometimes people place themselves there because they blame themselves for something, or they feel guilty, or they feel that this is what they deserve. And so that is not God that's saying those things. That is usually the devil, and he feeds into those pains that we're suffering, and he repeats negative things over and over in our ears, and that's what we start to believe. So, Jill, you have to make a choice to change those things. All right, so let me delete that one. And who is this? This would be a Diane. Okay. Diane Kratz. All right. Let me see this. Diane Kratz. 9:55. Diane. Okay, Diane, so the first thing that your guides show is that you're on your beach, which is good. So you have this feeling of control right now. Anything that comes your way right now, good or bad, you can handle it. You just kind of want to look back at previous experiences and rely on what you've learned and known on how to deal with things. So this is a positive thing. And it's kind of like let's see what Diane can do on her own. So your guides are there. You only look like you have 2 around you right now. They're really not paying much attention. So you may walk around sometime and go, where are you? Why aren't you helping me? And they are. They're just like, she's okay. Well, she's fine. And so that's kind of what's happening around you right now, Diane. You're walking up the beach towards the dunes. And along this area where I'm standing is a fence. The fence it's a large field to the left. That this is where people who've passed over will sometimes come through. And as I'm standing, I'm watching you walking, you're talking to yourself, you're really in a good conversation. You're really having a good conversation. Oh no, you know what I did? Crikey, I just realized I've been deleting all the emails to these people I'm reading. I have to let them know I read you. Crap. So I gotta go find those readings now. Okay, well, that's what happens. Oh well. So you've got what looks like 2 women, Diane, who are up on the side of the fence who have passed over. They feel like they are, I don't want to confuse this with somebody else here. They're definitely female. There's 2 of them, and they are very excited to see you coming. They're excited to see that you are present, but they feel maternal and there's a distraction somewhere. You are talking to yourself. I have to switch my sides here. I have to get behind you. Woo! God. Sorry. Alrighty then. Okay then. That was craziness. Touched my eye. It's probably a bug or something. So from behind you, you are really caught in your own thought, Diane. You're not paying very much attention to anything. You're not paying attention to the other side. And what they're trying to show is that we're here. So you've got people who've passed over. You've got spirit. You've got your guides. You've got God. You've got energies that are all trying to communicate with you. But you are working so hard at talking with you. I mean, normally when we talk to ourselves, it's with our guides. It's with them communicating, and we can have this back and forth conversation that we are able to work through problems. And we're able to, oh, now I get it. I don't want to do that, but you should, you argue. With you are having like a conversation with yourself, it looks like. That's why I had to stop, because I'm like, you're really talking to yourself here, and you are not letting your guides in. So you are losing out on all that spiritual help. I would suggest that you find some quiet time and you open yourself up to your guides and to God, and then allow them to communicate with you. And you will find a lot more help and guidance from them than you could ever get from me. But it's important that you do that, because you have people who are waiting and you're not seeing them or hearing them. So watch for pennies, feathers, dimes, and they will try to communicate more with you, Diane. But yeah, they're obviously they're definitely trying to communicate with you. Let's see. That was Diane. Okay. Who is this one? Trinity. Okay. Trinity. Let's make Trinity. 34, 46. Okay. The noises have stopped. That is so funny with the banging. Okay, Trinity. Let me connect with your energy. It just takes a little bit more because it's through email, and then I have to find your energy that's connected to the email, and then I have to locate your energy. Sometimes it's harder if people are busy or they're working or they're not thinking. Of course, they don't even know I'm reading them right now. So, Trinity, for you, what's most important right now? Your focus seems to be on two other people other than yourself. Looks like a man, and this looks like a child. And there is a pathway to learning. Okay, if you're going to bang it, just bang it. Just do it. Go ahead, bang it. Hey, Lalanya, girl, how are you? Okay. I said the noises had stopped and then it banged again. So that's how I was like, well, if you're going to do it full blown, man. Just bang that shit. Okay. So, Trinity, they show you focusing on these other people, but there is this educational aspect or pathway that's coming your way that either you're on right now or there's another part of it that may look like it would take up some more of your time or more of your energy, and possibly meaning that you're finishing a degree and then you're thinking about taking it to the next level. You have to do it. It feels like it's where you're meant to be. And so if you've been contemplating, do I do this? Do I do the financial aid, or do I pay for it, or do I do the extra hours, all the writing? It's like there's an educational path that you definitely should be taking. And then it may make other people uncomfortable for a little while, but you have to think of the final part of it and the payoff in the end. So, Trinity, that it's for you, that you make the considerations right now, because overall it'll be a benefit to everyone around you. Okay. All right. That was for Trinity. Don't delete this, Rebecca. Don't delete it. Okay, so the next is Lorraine. All right, Lorraine. I don't know. I think this is how did she spell it with one E? 3835. Okay. Lorraine. Lorraine, I'm taken directly to you, kind of on a remote view. And so I appear to be, I'm like in a living room, I think. I'm in a living room. The TV is on. Almost sounds like a talk show, game show, or a talk show that's on. And behind me, there's a man. You're cooking or baking something that he's very excited about. Your mother used to make it. It tastes sweet. This feels like a like a father figure. Come on, we're going upstairs. Something just banged upstairs. Okay. Hi, guys. What was that? Well, nothing fell. Holy cow, that's so weird. Something just banged up here. Like it fell. There's nothing. That's great. It's so much fun. Hey, I'm not freaked out about it. I don't care. I enjoy it. I like it. That's funny. What was I talking about? Lorraine. Oh, okay. So father figure behind me, excited about cooking something or making something to eat. And then also saying something about seeing you at the party or see you at the party. So Lorraine, your father is within your home saying hello. They don't get stuck there. It just looks like he's probably visiting. So excited about seeing you at a party. So you're going to have to let me know what he's talking about. All right. So let's move on down her. Here's Barbara. I think it's a Barbara. Barbara? Okay, Barbara. Camp. Is that how we spell it? I don't know. Nope. 2 F's. At 4210. Okay. All right. Oops, we got a 100% there. That was weird. Oh, apparently that makes 100%. A semicolon and 10 makes 100. Like this. Look. Did you know that? Because I didn't. Look at that. Now we all learned something. Okay, Barbara. The first thing that your guides show you, Barbara, is that you are haphazardly balancing on 2 logs or pieces of wood in the water. Okay, what this means is that you would have at some point gone out onto the water to seek out opportunities for yourself, to improve your life, to just make yourself happier for the first time. Like, I want to be happy. I want to do these things. And so you would have done all of these to improve who you are. And you're realizing maybe some of these things just aren't for me at this point in my life. Maybe I thought I wanted to do them, but now not so much. And you're barefoot. You're wearing like stockings. You're in a skirt and a top. And it's funny because you have nothing, like nothing is helping you balance up on the top. You're standing on these 2 boards, like trying to keep your feet together without them spreading out too far and doing the splits on the water and going in. You're like really doing a good bit. You're doing a good balancing act. But basically what it's saying is that you don't need to balance. You don't need to do this. This is like a struggle that you're going through that you don't need. And so I would suggest you find your way back to your beach. Find your way back to your beach and kind of take a break and take everything in and realize what it is that you have and what it is that you've done and what it is that you would like to pursue. And I would suspect from what they're showing that those things that you want are already within your resources, so you don't have to go back out on the water. And nothing is holding you back right now. I mean, you're barefoot. So for you, everything is, for Barbara, everything is within your resources. You don't need to be uncomfortable and go out and seek things out. It's all don't make things more difficult than they have to be. And you don't have to do certain things because all of a sudden you have the ability or the time to do it, and now you're going to prove something. It's do what makes you happy. Hi, Alyssa. Okay. This was Sam, I already read him. Let me just go through and make sure that I have everybody. Make sure. I think I've gotten everybody. So I'll just do the next 13 minutes. I'll run through the people that were here and see. Okay. Melissa Martin, if you're still here, let me know. And okay, I'll give you a read. The banging is going to start again. Okay, Melissa, let's take a peek at you. The first thing that your guides do is they bring me through to your house. And the house represents you specifically. The house is you. And as we walk in the front door, you mentioned that you're going to open the curtains and you're going to blow out the roof and not to mind the dishes in the sink, and that there are things to tend to here. So what this first of all tells me is that you are an inviting individual, that that you are a go-getter, and that you are a planner. Maybe not so organized, but you're a planner. So opening the windows first off says that you are going to try, or that you should try being, I don't want to say more pleasant. I don't want to say that's not the right word. Easier to read, maybe, because it looks like, just because of being who you are, that sometimes people may not know how to understand or take you. And so it may be like, is she always like this? Like, is she happy right now? Or is she angry at me? Or so because you're more introverted in that respect, people find it harder to read you. So they don't know how to behave around you. And so smiling, looking people in the eyes, just a little more lightheartedness, and it would make you feel better too. I don't know if it's within your personality though. You have a drier sense of humor that's more focused, and when you get focused, and you know what, this is just sometimes how we evolve based on our histories and our pasts. So that's what the windows are, is opening yourself up to more seeing people, understanding people better is the best way to put it. Understanding people better. So then you say you're going to blow out the ceiling, which means there's a lot for you to forgive for yourself. You have to let go of some stuff, things that don't define you or make absolutely no difference anymore. And blowing out the ceiling means that you're trying to find a closeness to God, or trying to find a closer relationship with Him. And that's another thing that is a suggestion for you as well. Tyrone, I read you first. You are the first reading, I think, in the whole thing. So when I'm done with the recording, you'll have to go all the way back to the very beginning, because I was going to email you and tell you that your reading is first. I'm glad you're here. But I read you weren't here. So, okay. So that's what blowing out the roof means. And then you say you don't mind the dishes. So outside that kitchen window is like a backyard full of childlike hopes and dreams, wants and desires. And the growling, Amber, that's my dogs. They're playing. They're in the back playing there. Believe me, if that was going on, all right, I'd have my recorder out right now. But no, it's the dogs doing their growling. It's my dogs. He's trying to sleep and she's biting his face. So, yeah. So Melissa, basically showing out the back window is hopes and dreams. So what it's saying is you're going to let go of things, perspectives, attitudes, ideas, all those preconceived things from a long time ago. And you are going to focus that energy on things that you have pushed aside and set aside, maybe out of personal fear or because you feel that others have pushed you aside. and pushed it aside. So that's what this is basically saying, is it's all about you right now, and you just have to forgive self, and you also have to forgive people from your past. It feels like father figure. So yeah. Yes, and Melody, it is a perfectly logical reaction to whine when someone is biting your face. I was talking to you, girl. You heard me. Yeah. All right. Hold on, I'll introduce you. Come here, Lucian, come here. Here, say hello. Come here, Lucian. Lucian, come here. Over here, buddy. Come say hi. You big baby. Yeah. He is my big, huge baby lap dog. Oh my God. Yeah. This is where he thinks he belongs. Yes. Can you say hello to everyone? Yeah. Yes. He's my baby. He's my big baby. Yes, I love you. Okay. Can you get down now, please? Yes, I love you, but you have to get down. Thank you for the hugs. Okay. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Okay, get down. No hugs. Oh, Lord. All right. Yes, I love you. Now get down. All right. Thank you. Okay. Ooh, I love you. Yes, but you can't keep getting up here. All right. So let's see here. He's a big dude. Okay. Thank you. Get down. All right. Yeah, he is awesome. Okay. MK Thorog. Am I saying that right? MK Thorog. All right. Melody, he does. It's so funny that you say that. Oh my God, my cat just gave me a heart attack. Mike, okay. But Melody, he does. When we got him, when he was just a puppy, we had a cockapoo. So he grew up mirroring our cockapoo, who was always in everybody's lap. So that's why he thinks he's smaller. So Mike, all right. So for you, the first thing that they show for you, Mike, is that you are, it's interesting because there's a choice. Come here. Lucian, come here. No, get out of that. Come here. Oh my God. No. There's a choice for you. There is either this ladder that doesn't even touch the ground, it kind of floats, or a rope. Again, both that are kind of floating. And oh my God, he just wants to be in my lap. Of course, the rope has knots that go up it. Excuse me. So it actually is giving you a little upper hand. And then there's a ladder, okay, which is probably a lot easier. And it seems like you're standing there like this, like, ladder, rope, and you're looking up, and you're like, where do they go? So it's like you're contemplating the whole act of climbing and the ease and difficulty. And you reach for the ladder and you ultimately climb the rope. Now, what this is basically telling me is that there will be a choice, one of which will be easier, obviously easier, and one that will be obviously harder. However, I think the rope challenges you more because you're capable of doing the rope. You're very capable, like the strength that you have, you're capable of climbing this rope with ease. It's the whole idea of, do I want to climb the rope? It's going to be harder. I don't know if I want to do the rope, but do I have the energy, the strength? And the ladder is right here. It might take me to the same place, but it won't. They're obviously ending up in two different places. If you take the ladder and it's easier, boom, you're going to end up in one place. If you take the rope, which you do, that's the one you reach for and grab, you're going to learn so much more, not only about yourself, but about what you're capable of. And it would never have been offered to you in the first place if you weren't capable of climbing it. Because God doesn't play tricks like that on people. He doesn't say, here you go, and then laugh to see if you're going to do it. He doesn't. He shows you what you can do, and then it's up to you to choose. Sometimes people choose the easier route. A lot of times people choose the easier route. This also looks like at the same time, Mike, that as you climb this rope, it's a breakdown period for you as well. And I don't know if the word PTSD is the proper word to use, but it feels like it's an emotional journey for you to climb this rope. As you're doing it, you are talking to people and seeing people and hearing from people, and you're experiencing emotions, and you're getting through things that you have been hanging on to for a long time. So finishing climbing that rope will be monumental for you, and just helping you to get rid of stress. Let's take a look here. Andrea Payne, I have vibed on you for a long, since I did your walkthrough, just checking on things. And I'm wondering, I haven't seen anything. I haven't even seen the lady. I haven't seen anything up in your upstairs. So I'm wondering if maybe there's been a clearing of your upstairs, because it doesn't look like your son is reacting to anything very much, if at all. And he may just be becoming desensitized from it, or it's not there, because I'm not seeing anything in your upstairs at this point. So I maybe just give you some reassurance there on that as well. I'm only going to do a couple more because I have so much to do today. Lisa A. Lisa, I'm supposed to tell you thank you. I think this is from a mother figure. Thank you for putting it all together. Thank you for putting it together. Thank you for your care. It's almost like you're setting a table arrangement or something. I'm supposed to tell you thank you for your energy. And it's funny because as I'm watching you do this, like you're setting the table and you're in a white dress and you're like, oh, and you're putting on all this concern. And then all of a sudden the emotion comes out when nobody else is looking. So you're the type of person who doesn't just like throw up everything on others. It's you keep a lot of it held in, but it is definitely a good time for you to rent a sad movie, because you probably should cry a few to get some emotion out. You don't want it to turn into a autoimmune disease. Yes. I was wondering, he's still sleeping in your room. I don't think there's anything in his room anymore. And I think if you walk in there with him and just tell him, that it's gone, he's gone. And even if he sees something out of the corner of his eye or anything, just tell him to ignore it, and it won't stick. It's not going to stick, especially, I don't see it. I don't think it's there. And Lisa, definitely you need to vent. Not even vent. You just need to spend some time alone crying and just get your energies out. Months away from getting married, a lot of roadblocks managed to come up. Really need a challenge. You do. And I think that, Mike, if you just focus on what you're capable of, and not even what you're capable of, because I don't think you understand what you're capable of. If you focus on the outcome of what you want to be, then the whole process of getting there will be so much less, just so much less. How do you think women have baby after baby after baby after baby after baby? Because it's a super awesome thing where the process of having that child and going through labor is like miraculously wiped. And some people do remember going through a lot, but the majority of the process is wiped from your memory, and you're like, oh, now I remember why I didn't want to do this again. And as you're in the middle of the process. So one of the best things is that some of the toughest times that we have, we don't remember, so that we know that we can do it again. So I really think that I think your marriage is okay. Like, you're marrying the right person, so don't freak out about her. And financially, all you need to do is say, God, this is something I'm trying to do, and I want your blessing on this marriage, and I'm freaking out over finances. And ask him, is there anything that you can do to show me or help me out here that I can get that money or get the money to pay for what is needed? And then ask him for the help and for the doors and see where he places them for you. So that should help. Um, you're welcome, Lisa. And Leslie, yes. Yeah. I can remember a few things too, but most of the time it's like, I forgot until we were back here again. You're welcome, Mike. Leslie, do you know what you're having already? I never like to say it unless a person already knows. Yep. Okay. So you know, I always ask. I don't want to blurt it out in case people don't want to know and they know what I do, and then it makes them upset. Like, I didn't want to know, Rebecca. But yeah. All right. So yeah. And a big boy. So looks like full head of dark hair. It looks like he may have longer fingernails as well. So I'm not sure if those are yours or daddy's, but he's got long fingernails. And he also has a lot of past lives, like with military and service. So he may be very active and really get into the whole role play, guns, cops and robbers and Nerf guns and the warlike things, Ninja Warrior kind of stuff. So yeah, I have one of those myself. So I know what it would be. I know what it's like, but that's kind of what he resembles, is old military. Hi, Julie. I'm just going to flip up here really quickly and make sure that I don't pick up anything on somebody who's been hanging out. And then I'm going to call it a day. And then I have to go find all those emails I deleted. Marianne, for you really quick, if you're still here, Marianne, you're welcome, Leslie. The one thing I pick up on you is like stress, stress, headache, and it's base of the head, base of the neck, probably due to eyes, like eye strain, but headaches, base of the neck, due to eye strain. And I would also just do a whole like clearing of the your lymph nodes and stuff. That will also help. Melody, yeah, and you are I think you're sensitive for sure. And it's funny because I picked it up when you said the dog must think he's a little guy, and I immediately thought, she must read very well. So yeah. So yeah, I would focus on that, and I would continue trusting and learning and being wrong and right and figuring out how to hone your gift. Yes, Lilanya, my ringtone is The Exorcist. It is The Exorcist. Yeah, I have them all on there. Halloween, they're all my ringtones for various people. And yeah, people look at me when I'm in the store and my ringtone goes off. What is that? It's The Exorcist. Don't be stressed out, Marianne. A lot of it is just, it's all in your head. Literally, physically, it's all in your head. So just, work it out this way. It's the driver's ed place for my son. You push, like in the mornings, if you wake up, you can see like right here in your eyes, if this part right here is swollen, you're going to take it like this and you're going to push up and right under the ridge. And then you work it across your ears, down in front of your ear, and then down your neck here. And you'll feel it like you push this way across the ears, down your throat. And then right here in where let me see if I can see it. Your collarbone is here, and then this muscle is here, right in here on both sides. If you tap that over and over, you can feel it all the way up in behind your ears. And this will clear out your lymph nodes. So then in the morning, if you have bags, you go up and across and down in front of your ears and then down, or you go across from the base of your skull, the middle, across your skull, behind your ear and down. This will clear out all of your lymph nodes, and it'll help your nose, everything will drain. So you've got this up your jaw here to clear lymph nodes, like right across your jaw here, your whole forehead, across your eyes, down this way, across the sinuses and up your jaw, in front of your ear, down behind your ear and down, and you just tap, 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 tap. You do the tapping first. This will clear out any clogged lymph nodes, and then you work it all the rest, and then boom. Yeah. So that was my last lesson for the day. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for everybody for joining me while I was doing all these email readings, but at least I got them done. Whew. And all the fun spooky stuff. At least it all stopped. So we'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget, Friday night, 14th from 9 to 11 Central Standard. I'm doing a whole gallery reading for everybody that comes to chat. So awesome. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you soon.